Your truth. Uncensored. Discover Real.video.
You may have heard recently that Trump overturned an Obama-era decision to ban GMOs and pesticides at national wildlife refuges all across the country. And the entire media reported, oh my God, Trump, he's such an evil person. He overturned that. So now there's going to be GMOs and pesticides all in the national wildlife areas all across America. So, of course, people were contacting me about this story and saying, you should cover this. You should cover this. Come on. You're Natural News. You've been spearheading, trailblazing on this issue of GMOs and neonicotinoids, pesticides, all these things. You should cover this story. And I said, yeah, absolutely. If this is true, oh my God, we're gonna really talk about this, and we'll demand that Trump take some action. We got to ban GMOs. I'm serious. This is not parody. I'm serious about that. So I started to look at the story, and it was widely reported by Reuters and Common Dreams and Alternet and Huffington Post and many other news organizations, literally thousands of copies of this story everywhere. And I was trying to do some basic fact checking on this story, because we're journalists. Not that the mainstream media cares about that anymore, or even the public, but I tried to do some basic fact checking because all these stories kept citing this memo from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, I believe. And they said this internal memo, has declared that they're rescinding all the Obama-era protections, and they're gonna now just spray all wildlife with all these pesticides and GMOs now. So I tried to find the memo, and I was reading all these stories of Reuters, The Guardian, even the conservative website, The Hill. None of them linked to the memo. None of them quoted the memo. Not one. And I found this to be very strange. And The Hill claimed they were linking to the memo in the second paragraph of their story. They had a link that looked like it was going to be a link to the memo, and they actually said, this is the memo, this is the decision, and that link is broken. And Reuters didn't have a link. The Guardian didn't have a link. Common Dreams didn't have a link. Nobody had a link to the memo. Turns out that all these news organizations, fake news, they were linking to one single nonprofit called Defenders of Wildlife, which is run by, I forgot their name. It's a group that also says that we shouldn't build a border wall to protect America because that would kill wildlife. And this group said that this memo was atrocious. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but they said that this memo reversed all this Obama-era stuff, essentially implying that Trump is an evil person and he's going to kill everybody. I mean, again, I'm paraphrasing, but this is the way they act these days.